Howdy, everybody. My name is Brett. Welcome to the pond. You are here to hear out my 2025 favorite albums of the year, the objective best albums of the year, I think. Let's start out by saying I didn't listen to as much music as I wanted to out of 2025, but still quite a bit, probably more than your average listener. And let's just keep it real. This list is very vague. I have 20 honorable mentions that I'm just going to read throughout a list, and they could easily made the list. I kind of just last moment listened to some of these records at the end of the year and the first week of this year and try to pinpoint, like, I know my top 5 probably are the top 5, but that's about it. So take this very lightly. This is going to be a more casual, on the fly discussion, no notes of just about these albums that I think are just worth a shout out. So if your favorites aren't listed, if I didn't listen to your favorite record, I apologize. But we're just here to talk about music in general, and then to keep the boat sailing for 2026 as I listen to everything ever made of all time that comes out that year and have the perfect list by the end of it. All right, let's just get into the honorable mentions. Why don't we? As my phone tells me I need to drink more water. Well, I got it right here. I got it on my phone, so I'm just gonna rip out. I highlighted them. Let's just go through it. I'm gonna move so we can put the album covers as I am tediously editing this video with 70 album covers. All right, let's go. Foxwarren with 2, Nick Leon with Entropy, Deftones with Private Music, Hval with Iris Silver Mist, Viagra Boys with Viagra Boys, Horsegirl with Phonetics On and On, YHWH Nailgun with 45 Pounds, Bad Bunny with DeBÍ TiRAR Mas FOToS, Lil Simz with Lotus, Addison Rae with Addison, Deerhoof with Noble and Godlike in Ruin, Frankkie and the Witch Fingers, Trash Classic, Water from Your Eyes, It's a Beautiful Place, Hayden Pedigo with I'll Be Waving As You Drive Away, Deathheaven with Lonely People with Power, Ganavya with Nilam, Guerilla. So sad Guerilla gonna make the full list, but You're Weird Now, always weird they are, Mike with Showbiz, Jid with God Does Like Ugly, and Dreams at Snowland by Sunrise Flowerfield. All right, shake it out. Shake it out. We got to get into the real juice, the real meat, the creme de la creme. Let's start things off with Dijon's Baby at number 50. Dijon's one of those up-and-coming artists in recent memory that's kind of just bringing his own formula to like soul and R&B, and I didn't necessarily love this record, but it was filled with so many juicy, poignant moments that just stuck with me and are so earwormy, and he's just so charming as an artist that over time this kind of won me over bits and pieces here and there, and I think he's worthy enough just to slide in on here at number 50. At number 49, we got Nada El Shazli with Laini Tani. Sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing the hell out of that. She's an Arabic electronic artist, art pop elements as well thrown in there, creating very serene soundscape, just kind of a new and fresh face, and has fresh appeal to me. And I was just listening to this for like a week straight once I heard it some months ago, so I remembered it, that I'd throw it on in here. At number 48 is A$AP Rock's Black Hole Supret. I just want to have A$AP Rock on this list. I think he's the definition of such a high bass or floor, very consistent, great East Coast hip-hop writer, flow schemer, all the above, has on very cool beats half the time. Just, we love A$AP. Let's go number 47, Perfume Genius, another consistent, great artist with the album Glory. Now, I don't think this is everyone's favorite Perfume Genius album, but still has great atmosphere, great tone for a singer-songwriter project, standout writing. I can just still wash away in this thing and listen to it gently through the day. At number 46, I believe, is Erica de Cassier's Lifetime. You know, take some R&B, slow it down real nicely, add some trip hop elements and whatnot, and you got this record. Plays very smoothly, plays very nice in the background a bit, maybe one of those records, but it's still just such a clean one that clean enough that I have it on here. Number 45 is Sudan Archives with The BPM. Sudan Archives just goes full dance, full electronic, with just hard-hitting tracks, very nuanced performances. It's just a varied, fun project all around and different vibe from her. At number 44 is Michael and Anthony James with Ego Trip, some chipmunk soul from a lesser known artist that I think a bunch of people were just kind of surprised by when this album came through and was just kind of getting some internet love here and there, including from me. You know, I'd like to think I add to certain things, but very consistent, great hip-hop project. If you're a hip-hop head and haven't heard of this thing, check it out. Excited to see what he can produce in the coming years. And number 43 is C-Mat with Euro Country, kind of taking the cake for me on some of the more country-leaning music by an Irish up-and-comer. This is just country and pop done right, which is a rarity to my ears. I enjoyed it. I always say the word thoroughly, so I'll just say it again. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not, what am I doing? Devolving into Trump. I don't know what's happening. Let's move on. At number 42 is getting back into more of my realm with Wednesdays Bleeds. You know, go into the depths of indie rock. You'll find Wednesday as a band a part of it. This one took some time to grow with me. I wasn't the biggest fan at first, but over time, it's kind of won me over. I don't think it'll win some people over and win a lot of people over. I'm saying garbage, but check out Wednesdays. Check out Wednesdays Bleeds, okay? That cover's sick. That cover's awesome. Number 41 is FK Twigs with Eusexua. If this album was the first half duplicated on itself but with different songs, this would have been close to my album of the year. I love the first half of this record. It's Twigs doing her kind of electro pop, art pop kind of thing, and she's such a good vocalist, such a good vibe curator. Just some of the ending of it trailed off a little bit for me to absolutely insanely fall in love with it, but I am just an FK Twigs stan in general. This is still a great project. It's, of course, on the list. At number 40, we have Quadeca with Vanisher Horizon Scraper. Asked me like 4 years ago if I thought this guy would ever make a list of mine. I would say hell no, and I'm so happy that he's kind of tremendously involved into the artist he is today, creating very good concept projects that just incorporate a lot of sincerity and atmosphere, and he's just kind of doing his own thing, and when it works, it freaking works, bro. At number 39 is Panda Bear with Sinister Grift. Panda Bear brings back that lulled, hypnagogic vibes with his major breakup album here. Drugs are well advised listening to this project, and have at it. At number 38 is Titanic with Hayden. The post-rock appeal of Mobby Frati and Hector Tosta is too good. This album's a little bit more softened a bit than their previous. Still, this duo has quickly become one of my favorite in recent memories. I remember 2023, their project before this made my list and absolutely blew me away. So check this thing out. This is just juice. This is juice. At number 37, Oneohtrix Point Never with Tranquilizer. Now let's talk about soundscapes. Let's talk about kind of building little moments again, and that's what I feel like he does on here. This is kind of at times serene, at times climactic, at times, just kind of cutesy little, ooh, that's a cool little thing there. One Tricks Point Never is just obviously a staple in the electronic scene for a while, and I think Tranquilizer just hit enough right notes for me to make this list. At number 35, if you could told me I could give 2025 to one artist, for most of it, I would say give it to FOKane. Perverts, released earlier in the year, was such a wild release and such a wild listen. This thing is like noise, like dark noise ASMR to me. I remember just working at my desk listening to this thing with drones in the background, and I'm just like, what is happening? But why am I getting like tingly sensations from it? I don't know. We'll talk about FOKane's other project later, but Perverts, if you have an hour long to just sit and be like, what the fuck is this? But still enjoy it. Check out this project. Number 35. I didn't see this album getting too much love, but I enjoyed it a lot myself. Daniel Caesar with Son of Spurgy. I think there's just very simple, acoustic, well-written, soft tracks. I just listened to his Tiny Desk he did with some songs on this. They hit me and the feels. I don't think his writing is that crazy, but it's just here. It's like just enough and just well kempt enough elements all around that this album won me over. I gave it many listens. Very soft, very simple, enjoyable. Of course, Caesar's voice is just delectable. At number 34, all right, let's see if we can pronounce this. Candelabro with Desio Carne y Voluntad. Fuck me, am I right? This is a late listen for me, one where I kind of saw on some lists. I'm like, I have no idea what that is. The cover looked kind of cool, as you can see, but this is a grand album. This group feels like the Chilean version of Black Country New Road, with just a bit of their own personality. Very climactic build-ups and just fun, varied listening experience. It's very mature, featuring a lot of just musician input. Again, very Black Country New Road-esque, and you'll see Black Country New Road later. Spoiler alert. Number 33, McKinley Dixon with Magic Alive. I like this album. I didn't think it was as good as his last one. I can't tell. What is the internet saying? Are they saying this one's better or worse than the last one? I can't remember. But I think I enjoyed the last one more. But McKinley Dixon is just one of those new faces onto the scene where his storytelling and the process and through line of his project just feels so mature, and kind of just the conscious hip hop scene. He comes out of Baltimore, and he's just been one to check out, and he's just constantly proven himself. And it's like, I think it's just gonna be album after album with this guy that is just gonna be worth everyone's time. What would we talk about? A band called like Black Country New Road or something? Oh yeah, Black Country New Road, number 32 with Forever How Long. Coming out of the windmill scene, the greatest scene to ever explode in recent memory in the music world. Black Country New Road are without lead singer Isaac, and now the women are taking over the reins on the lead vocals, and they do a fantastic job and taking it in a very new, like Baroque, mature, cute, and just pure record. You can't listen to this and just feel just like good, wholesome vibes. A band filled with so much fantastic musicianship all around that I'm confident that they're just gonna also keep popping out record after record. And number 31 is Essex Honey by Blood Orange. I think he just hits here. As always, I think he hits to some degree. It's been a while, I think, since a full LP from Blood Orange, but I just absolutely adored a lot of this project. The conviction just hit me throughout. This is like very sophisticated, like R&B and art pop, a very clean, great project. At number 30, we have Pulp, coming back, I believe, after like 20 years from the Britpop space. And this is how you want to respond after 20 years. My God, this is just a mature, fun, playful record. Still kind of has that like Britpop charm, but meshed for like a new day and age. So it melds over really well, and it's just fundamentally sound from front to back. And number 29 is Clipping's Dead Channel Sky, a group that I think also doesn't get enough love for their consistency all around, just kind of bringing the accessibility to like industrial hip hop. I don't know. I just love them. Love this record. Thought it was pretty just solid front to back. Nothing more to say about that. And number 28 is Teeth's Magic of the Sail. This just goes back to my indie rock kind of bit of slowcore home, makes me safe at home. A lot of varied, well-written tracks that you can just melt in as a basement hipster kid and just absolutely fall in love with. Right up my alley. At 27, give it up, everybody. Give it up for Swans with Birthing. Nothing like a group that can just make these long, droning, atmospheric just bleh, albums on you and make you feel like having a DMT experience where you're coming out of your own mother's womb and you're just persistently going through that cycle and stuff like that. Just give it up for Swans. No one does it better than the At number 26, there's always got to be one of these. This is the internet project of the year with Nina Geraci's I Love My Computer. This is the success, like the electropop success story of the year. Every Rate Your Music cave dweller out there has listened to this thing and praised it. So I will do the same. I'm not that much of I am so inconsistent with Rate Your Music. That's all I gotta say. But this is a great album. Great album. I just realized that I said CMAT was one of my favorite country-leaning projects. I forgot this was on the list and kind of leans that way. It's Flory with Sounds Like. Man, if you want to have some fun with a little bit of twang with your friends, this is like alt country rock. Just good times, positivity, just good vibes. Check out this one. This one I think is a little underappreciated as well, or underheard. Listen to Flory. All right, at number 24, let's be honest, this is kind of an obligatory pick for me. Alex G with Headlights. I will say, and Die on This Hill, this is nowhere near his best album, but I'm such a stan for this man and think he's such a generational singer-songwriter that I just can't help adore a lot of things about it. There's some songs where I'm clear like that's not his best, but his not his best is still like I like it enough. And his albums are such an easy listen for me, such a smorgasbord of just cute little different ideas, and I just always love the space that he's pulling from. And yeah, forever stan. I wouldn't be this high if I probably wasn't a stan. Number 23 is Jim Legacy with Black British Music, kind of the YouTube Shorts curator of the hip-hop R&B world right now. You know what that means? It just means he makes short tracks. He just has short tracks that are very unique, charming, have different styles to them. They're like little, they're just like trinkets, like little knickknacks. A cool record of that kind of stuff that just wins me over enough. And he's just a new kind of face to the scene that I'm interested in seeing progress. Number 22 is a new one for me, James K with Friend. I Need a Friend. This is like some dreamy, down-tempo stuff that like you're a kid coming off the middle school bus just to like lay down and get a blanket thrown on you and take a nap with your pillow. It's so soft, so sweet, so serene, ethereal. It's ethereal. I'm glad I listened to this later in the year, I believe, so glad I checked it out and it made my list. Number 21 is Hiremic with Seeking Darkness, our South Korean favorite, who is paving the way with Paranormal, is doing an offshoot here with Hiremic, and I'll just say this is atmosphere, drag you down into the depths. I listened to this last in the bathtub, and let me tell you, it was a great time. You should have been there. All my friends were there. Check out this project. All right, number 20. We're in the top 20. My back is hurting. Am I too old for list videos? Am I too old to be hip anymore? That's a good question. But anyways, one of the purest artists out there in the scene from Japan, our favorite little singer-songwriter Ichigo Aoba with Luminescent Creatures. I don't know what else to say, but she just from project to project delivers some of the most pure-hearted, adorable and sincere music out of Japan, and just this is just a continuation of that with some more colors, some more I love this cover. I love looking at this thing too while listening to it. If you haven't, just check out Ichigo in general. Like fantastic artist. And number 19 is Natalia Lafourcade with Cancionera. This is kind of a different direction for her, a little bit more rich and lively, orchestral. This album was made in one take, which blew me away or won me over while listening throughout, because you're like, that's beautiful. This was all done back to back and like feels kind of like a live performance, but just with like studio appeal to it. I mean, she's also one where just, I think project after project, she's gonna have some intrigue and artistic expression that is just too good to just not be gnawing on. So check out this one. At number 18, Bon Iver. Bon Iver, Sable Fable. And I'll tell you why I say it like that. I never, ever thought Bon Iver, I'm a Wisconsinite, never thought Bon Iver would make a list of mine, because I have not liked any project ever by Bon Iver. Boo! This one, very different. Like, good. Like, is it good? Am I being an asshole? It's just, I've liked songs by Bon Iver, but he's kind of done these just like odd, like it's like the little moments for him instead of like a fully fleshed out track that won me over. Be like, oh, that's cool, but the rest of it I can do without. Or it's like trying to be too abstract, trying to be a bit too artsy fartsy here and there, and it just, I love artsy fartsy, but his stuff just hasn't done much for me. But Bon Iver with Sable Fable, just like great songs, like great songs I could listen to over and over again. So you finally did it. I don't know if he's ever making music ever again, but I'm glad he output this for me to finally say I enjoyed something by Bon Iver. Yes, we did it. We did it. I didn't even see what was coming next. Number 17. If you would have told me this artist would have ever make my list, I'd be like, you're crazy, or I'm delirious. Miley Cyrus with Something Beautiful. And this high up too? What the hell? I don't know. Somebody pushed her in the right direction, and this thing is produced pristinely. This is like art pop mixed with disco, psychedelia, good shit. It's just Miley Cyrus, I think, at her full form, full potential, led by the right creative minds. Some of these songs are climactic as all hell, just are beautiful. Something Beautiful is beautiful, and you're the only one under the golden burning sun. Like the fact I can belt out that off the top of my head, and like, and it's Miley Cyrus, it's beautiful. Something Beautiful, beautiful, Miley Cyrus. I'm also happy you made this list. 2 artists back to back. Never would have thought. Please check out if you haven't and willing to give Miley Cyrus a try. Always give them a fair shot. Now at number 16, I'm not surprised they make it. And can we give a little clap for Backwash with Only Dust Remains? Another artist that's kind of been lurking behind the shadows and just has a cool, creative output of records. And this one, I think, is my favorite. I think there's like around every corner this kind of a gut punch waiting to happen, and the production is just elevated from just the roots of where Backwash began. And though there was maybe more darker tones of that previous stuff, this just feels, it just like feels like you're seeing an artist before you kind of elevate their material. And again, just a clap for Backwash. And number 15 is Anastasia's Tether. This is one of the more powerful mixes of songwriting and vocal work in rawness, and just hits you in the feels out of nowhere. It's like this, the soundscape of the project overall is not going to throw you for a loop. If anything, it's kind of normative to the genres that it's in, but it's her voice. It's like that on top of just the conviction. Like it just feels real and raw, like I said, and so it just hits. It just hits. It hits. Did I say it hits? All right. Hello, this is Brett from Beyond. Of course, there was an obligatory miss. I skipped a number. My favorite number, number 14, which was Maruja's Pain to Power. Fantastic record. Sorry I skipped you. Very, very powerful, kind of protesty, anthemic, post-rock project with a lot of just satisfying crescendos and just rewarding musical payoffs, and it's very just energetic and fun. Some of the writing could be hit or miss, but it's just, to me, overshadowed clearly by most of the music, and just another great band from the UK. And number 13, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets with Carpe Diem, Moon Man. I actually reviewed this record. I liked it more. I see a lot of people like their other record better, but I thoroughly enjoyed this a lot more than their record. A shout out to the show I went to recently. There was a guy hit me in the face when I was going to the bathroom and broke my glasses. That was very cool. Thank you very much. What was I saying? Oh, this is like a psych rock project, which is great fundamentals, and a very kind of a journey, a mix mash of like very hard stuff, very serene stuff, just great writing all around, but that classic just like King Gizzard psych rock madness and just fun and that quirky nature. And the cover just looks like that. And are you gonna say no to that cover? Well, that's your problem. And number 12 is one of the coolest new artists with one of the coolest names, Nourished by Time with The Passionate Ones. I believe this is just like a full step up from their last project, Erotic Probiotic 2, and kind of just elevates like that bedroom pop and R&B stylings that we were going for before, and just elevating. And this just feels like a great studio record, great studio project, and I'm happy to see them do well, good for themselves. Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. Oh, I'm crazy. Wait, we got number 11, Ethel Cain. She's back with Wilby Tucker. I will always love you. This is slowcore. This is atmospheric. This is, oh my god, this is lethargic as all hell, but pristine, beautiful. Oh my, this is well crafted. You're just riding along this thing, and then it's just building up, and of course the world that Ethel Cain lives in, it's very nostalgic, old past-timey, and like that mixed with just like drawing it out has just way more appeal to it. And when it peaks, it's, oh my god, it really hits. And Ethel Cain is an artist. This is the year of artists I'm being thrown onto that I previously was not into. I was not too high on Preacher's Daughter. This and Perverts, I mean, the dichotomy of these two projects has absolutely won me over. Just on Intrigue alone, and I was like, Perverts was really cool. I'm like, is her new album just gonna be something lame? I listened to it, I'm like, no, this is sick. So have at it, boys. Have at it. This is a fun one, and I'm happy. I'm smiling. Number 10. I might be the only one who has this on their list, and I don't care. Or I do care, because I like it, and I care enough to put on my list. Julia Wolf's Pressure. Julia Wolf is climbing the alternative emo girl, like pop music ladder with some just quick, emotional hits. This is like emo pop shit that like I would laugh at years ago, and now I'm like, this is beautiful. And I've said before, this is like MGK if MGK was remotely good, or like if MGK was really good, because I think a lot of these songs are really good and some of my favorite songs of the year, and I will highly praise Julia Wolf for this project. I have spammed this album, so I thought like, and it's not even think it's like the most crazy thing in the world, I'm just addicted, and if I'm that addictive, it makes my top 10. Julia Wolf, you made an addicting project. Shout out to you. Check out Pressure. Number 9, Gollywog by Billy Woods. Oh my god, a Billy Woods record, another Billy Woods record made the list. Oh shit, we're so surprised. Oh, this guy's good. I guess, what else more is there to say about Billy Woods? It's like, how can a guy with the same, like, demeanor on, like, every song just still win me over time and time again? The writing, that might have to do with it. The production, might have to, the world building, that might have to do with it. The features on this thing, now that might have something to do with it. This is like one of my favorite features list for a Billy Woods project, and this is just fundamentally, I was listening to this on like an 8-hour bus ride like multiple times. I'm like, hell yeah, while I stare at those empty cornfields, I'm like, hell yeah, Billy Woods did it again. This is another one. I know it's highly praised. I mean, it's not my favorite of the year, but top 9 is pretty good. 9 is pretty good. Number 8. This is a little bit of a different spin. Sam Fender with People Watching. Mercury Prize winner. Sam Fender. Heartland rock. If you're gonna win me on anything, it's Heartland rock that like hits me in the feels when done right. Give me the best of the War on Drugs and give me some Sam Fender, baby. This is very mature, great songwriting. Just like the new age of Bruce Springsteen, but better. I don't know. I haven't listened to too much Bruce Springsteen, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is I love a lot of these songs, and I've spammed a select few time and time again, and just it's a very rewarding listen from front to back, and it's just like undeniable to me. And if you deny it, I'm denying you. I'm denying you your 6-foot long subway. All right, we're talking number 7, Clips with Let God Sort 'Em Out. This is undeniable. This like has to make most people's lists. It's Clips. They're back. And they sound like this. I don't know what else to say, and if I should keep going with this gesture. But Pharrell and the production, some of the hooks I could do without Pharrell. I'm gonna be real. Production, up here for sure. And I mean, Pusha T, Malice, at like just the top of their game. And when those two are at the top of the game, the combo, the duality of that, and like the like family relation and just like the journey they've gone on in just recent years and the progression like to this point and who they are as people, and like Pusha with his music, Mouse like coming back to music. It's just like a combo of everything. It's just that. And like when the singles came out, I just knew it would be awesome, and it was awesome. So it makes top 10 list. Let God sort 'em out. Let 'em sort out. You know what? I'll be real. I told a lot of people this album won't make my top 10. It's a good album, but I don't think it's top 10 worthy. And then I'm just like, I know I'm lying to myself because I want to be the outlier. I like being the outlier guy. But then you realize I'm a loser. I'm the loser guy. And then this is number 6 is Geese with Getting Killed. This is the biggest it band we've seen in quite a long goddamn time. Like, when have we seen this explosion? I think in 2023 on my list, I included 3D. I don't know if it was on my list or if it was an honorable mention. I included 3D Country and talked about like this band as up and coming. I was into that. I did not expect like coming to this record that bam, but I mean, that's before the Cameron Winter solo project. That's what I'm kind of talking about. Like, that kind of blew into the whatever. Obviously, Cameron Winter is like the driving force of a lot of this. I think he is a generational songwriter, so just follow along what he's doing. It's just going to be magical, as it already has been. It's one of those things where it's like undeniable force leading the helm, with just, how many times can I say, great songwriting and the conviction. Like the conviction of his vocal work and how it ties into the music. It's just so sound. It hits the feels. It just hits the feels when it hits, and that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna man up and say, you know, I told you guys it would make my top 10. You were the ones doubting me. All right, we're in the top 5. And with the top 5, you get some of my favorite artists, and one of those for a while has been Rosalia, and it is Lux. This is art pop. This is mixed with classical. Some of the historic flamenco roots still kind of there. This is just her at another elevated presence with the orchestral, rich, mature vibes to it, and like the movement feel to this project. I could see a lot of people thinking this is her best. I can see a lot of people thinking this is not her best. I can see a lot of people being like me and thinking it's close to her best. El Mal Correr is just almost a perfect album to me. So it's gonna be hard to live up to that, but I've loved Rosalía since her first album. I wasn't a huge Motomami. I'm not huge on it, but I expected this one to hit, and it did, but then the richness to it got to me a little more over time, and it's just like it's just an art piece. It's just an art piece of beauty, and she's one of the greatest singers of this generation, and if you deny that, get out of here. I love her so much. She could say anything to me or like sing me anything and I would fall in love. So yeah, I just want to say, Rosalía, if you're a man, I'm a single man. Number 5, Lux. Great album, check it out. And now I'm second guessing myself. Is this the internet project of the year? This might also be the internet project of the year. OK Lou with Choke Enough. The Y2K scene is absolutely thriving, or the wave, and this is a product of that French pop artist. OK Lou is bringing some of the most just sweet, adorable, melodic, feel-good music to your ears that just like puts you in a pop trance. It's like I listen to this, I'm being fed like little soft sweet candies. It's ethereal, it's a little hypnagogic at times. Like I said, it's a trance. This thing just puts you in, it's like spellbinding. This album is a bit spellbinding. It's nothing crazy. Some of the songs are just really short. The mix of acoustics here and there mixed with the vocal work and just like the auto-tune play and stuff like that. It's won me all. I like first listen to this thing, I didn't think this isn't anything crazy, but it's very enjoyable, and just over time, it's one of those, I'm addicted, and you just keep coming back, and it becomes just undeniable. And so it's number 3 is another one of my favorites. I'm happy they made it this high up the list, and one I've been listening to over and over and over again is Anna von Huswolf's Iconoclast from Sweden. I absolutely respect this artist. She's a fantastic vocalist, or at least unique, and adds so much to her own sound. The organ play and the atmosphere she creates with that, and just the atmosphere she builds, and in general, the soundscapes are to die for. And this Iconoclast is like building her sound and now formulating like the album epic that I think she was always trying to make, and I think this is near the top of what she can do with it. I think she can get even higher than this. Of course, I have all the faith that she's going to continue to make crazy cool albums, but this is just like the lengthy epic that I'm so sold on. You still have her neoclassical, like dark, spiritual vibe that she's presenting. It's just in some new headlights, and it's been elevated. Like a lot of what I enjoyed is just stuff just being elevated, and it's so great to see. Iconoclast, the song Iconoclast is my song of the year. If you've not heard that song, listen to it. It's like 8 to 10 minutes long or something like that. The journey that song takes me on, I just sink into it. I melt. I'm going crazy again. I'm melting. It's just so good. It's so good. Check this out. Iconoclast, Anna von Huswolf. Play your organ to me. And at number 2, I talked about this on my channel already, probably because I liked it a lot. Model Actress with Pirouette. What did they do? They made my list in 2023 with Dog's Body, and what did they do? Elevate. A lot of these albums just elevate. What is there to say? This is dance punk. This is, oh my god, so hard hitting. I like nothing more than like dance and post-punk brought together into this like harmonious wave of just well-written material, very emotional, evocative, and the conviction by the lead singer and just the storytelling. The industrial, just hard-hitting, this is a great album. Check it out. I've talked ears off on the review I did about it, probably enough already, and same for my number one. Let's just roll into that as well. And number one is Caroline 2 by none other than Chris. Oh wait, no, Caroline. This group from the UK is a big one. This is a big group with, I forget how many members, but they all play a part in something holistically beautiful. Caroline 2 is, this album is like warmth to me. It's like friendship. This album is sincerely just like friendship that takes you along a very nostalgic, mysterious journey. It's like I am on the train or bus ride coming home and just relaying flashbacks of my memories through my mind while in my own little universe. And a lot of the writing, a lot of the play is improvised and then, you know, restructured into something magnificent and beautiful. And then they add on all layers of instrumentation and just the recording of it all. It's like you hear something come in, stop, and then come out, and another thing comes in, stops, and it's like something's always hovering around you. It's kind of this mystery, and the way the writing just loops on itself, it like imprints certain things in your mind, but it's like abstract and not enough to like tell you a full story. It's just, I don't know, I didn't see this coming. I didn't fall in love with their first record, but what did they do? They elevated. That's the theme of 2025. And then 2026 is the year everyone goes downhill. It's over. Music's done. I don't know what else to say about this. I did a lengthy review of this record. I think I established my thoughts and opinion more well there, maybe because I actually prepared something, but I think you should just check out this record. Caroline Polachek features, and it's so beautiful. What these people do is so beautiful. I haven't seen them live yet, and I'm really mad about that. I would love to just see this album front to back, just played out in like an organic setting with like the full instrumentation. And yeah, it's just a world I want to get lost in. And from front to back, there's not a moment where I'm like, I didn't really enjoy that. It's probably not going to be many people's album of the year, but all those people are wrong anyways. So do we care? Anyways, that's my favorite album of the year. Again, this list is very fluid. It's not that rigid. Caroline's gonna be on honorable mentions next week. No, I'm just kidding. That's the only one I'll take as number one for sure. But those are my favorite records of 2025. Feel free to share some of your favorites as well, or tell me I'm stupid, because look at me, I am. 2026, this is gonna be a year we're gonna post some more stuff, so watch out for that. I'm very confident. I'm like actually confident this time because my head is on my shoulders. We have some resolutions that we're really following through on, and this was one of them, and the fact I even did this is a huge win for me. So shout out me for doing that. But 2026, there's gonna be a lot more music. There's gonna be more lists. There's gonna be the whole shebang. I want to talk about music in more of a positive light most of the time, so I don't spend as much time with things I just right off the bat don't enjoy that much as I want to let albums like linger and take their time to grow on me. Some stuff I'm just like, it's not me, it's not for me, and I don't really feel the need to cover that as much. So we'll make this channel probably a bit more on the positive side of things and just stuff I would recommend, like all these albums on this list. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time around the pond. I'm Brett. Music's pretty chill. Peace.